I know where you're hiding. Give me the third clap. I'm gonna get you now. I can hear you breathing.
Ha! You took your blindfold off. I win. You weren't even warm, Mom. I was in Christine and Nancy's room.
It was one of the most chilling horror movies ever made. The Conjuring, starring Patrick Wilson, scared theatergoers out of their seats. But did you know that it was based on a true story? Joining us today is Andrea Perrin, who is in town to talk about her experience at this Saturday's showing at the Tampa Theater. Welcome.
Thank you.
You were one of those little girls.
Yes.
You were 12 years old when you became a conduit for the supernatural.
Yes, Shanley Caswell played me in the film. Lovely, lovely young lady. The film is an extraordinary movie. I have no fault with it at all, except that it only captured elements of our true story. Warner Brothers was reticent to tell the true story. And of course, there's no conceivable way to compress 10 years into 2 hours. So they cherry-picked information, and for all intents and purposes, they created their own third story that they found more palpable for the general viewing public. But there are many discrepancies in the film. There are also many elements of the film that are correct. And so, on Saturday night at Tampa Theater, I'm so looking forward to this event. I will be there with whomever would like to come see this film and then meet me, and my father and my sister Nancy are all go. So 3 members of the 7 parents are going to be there to answer questions. For
as scary as The Conjuring was, you're saying the actual experience, obviously, it happened to you, was far more terrifying.
Well, I wrote 3 books, House of Darkness, House of Light, and it took me 7 years to do it. But it details the entire experience that we had at the farmhouse, and there were many things that happened there that the Warrens never actually even knew about, because they only came 5 times over the course of about a year and a half.
Tell us about one of these experiences that we didn't see in the movie.
Oh, well, one of the greatest experiences, I think, and my mother's epiphany, which started to bring her back to us as a family, was one night when she came out of her room at 11 o'clock at night and said, "Honey, I'm hungry." I was sitting there doing my homework. I think I was about 15. And I walked through the dark dining room, into the kitchen, into the pantry to warm up some food for my mom. And when I came back, she was glowing as she stood on the fireplace hearthstone. And what had happened in my absence was that she heard laughter behind her and turned and looked into our darkened dining room, and it was alive with a family having dinner, a woman cooking food at a fireplace that had been sealed shut for 100 years.
A spectral family.
A spectral family, and there were 2 men sitting on one side of the table, and one looked into the parlor, and he made eye contact with my mother, and then he nudged the man behind him and pointed her out, and she was the ghost. And that's when she understood that we lived in a portal cleverly disguised as a farmhouse.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Everyone's like, so, did you believe, you're a 12-year-old girl, did you believe in the supernatural before all this happened?
It never occurred to us. It wasn't even on the radar. But the day that we moved in, 4 of the 5 of us, the children, saw a full-body apparition. When I saw him, he appeared absolutely solid, to the extent that I said, "Good morning, sir," and then went to the kitchen and asked my mother what that strangely dressed man was doing in the dining room. And she said, "There's nobody there, honey. Mr. Kenyon, who had sold us the property, was still packing and moving out when we were moving in." And she said, "His son's on the way, but he's not here yet." And then my sister Nancy came in, Christine came in, Cindy came in, and Nancy's the one that said there was a man with Mr. Kenyon, but he just disappeared. And I knew this was an entirely new circumstance.
So you and I spent some time together before the show talking about this, and you said, I don't want to touch you, because you've been on you're obviously some sort of, you know, connector between worlds, and like things have happened where you've been on TV sets and everything went kablooey.
Yes, yes, that happened at
But
the...
it's not terrifying to you. You're fine with this now.
No, because, you know, I've seen the dark side of existence and I've conquered it. I am an absolutely fearless person. I choose deliberately to live in the light, and therefore I am impervious to harm.
So wait, if you were in like a hotel room and you saw like a ghost in there, you'd be like, sup? You know, you wouldn't be like, oh man, I would be like...
I would probably be a little more eloquent in my greeting. But yes, generally, hello, how are you? Thanks for coming.
Every single person watching this right now, thank you so much. You're a tremendous speaker, a tremendous story. There you go, this Saturday night, Tampa Theater, followed by a Q&A with Andrea Perrin. See the movie, listen to you, and you greet everybody.
Yes, I'll be
and
there.
I bet when you, oh man, I'd be terrified to do a selfie with you. It'd be me, you, and then like...
I'll get you before I leave
Ghost
this
Larry.
studio.
Oh my God, you just touched me. You're amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you, good luck.
Thank you.